we're gonna get started in child's pose. So take the knees nice and wide, big toes touching, and release the hips to the heels, and then come down onto your elbows and forehead. And take a moment here to reconnect to your breath. Long, deep breaths in. Long breath out. Notice where your thoughts are. Disconnecting from the distractions of the day. Coming back to your body. Feeling the breath, moving the body. Good. And then extend the hands out in front of you. And then walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. And take some deep breaths here. And then come back to center and over to the other side. And then back to center. And then lift up onto hands and knees. Take an inhale, draw the chest forward. And exhale, move your hips back towards your heels into child's pose. Continue like this at your own pace, inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Continue. Good, and now come back onto hands and knees. Reach your right leg back, inhale. Exhale, knee toward your chest. Extend. Knee toward your chest, chin toward your chest. Extend. Exhale. And now inhale. And as you exhale, move your knee towards your shoulder. Extend. Knee to shoulder. Extend. Knee to shoulder. One more time. Extend. And release to the other side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale towards your chest. extend, and shift. Extend, shift. And now extend, shoulder, extend, shoulder, extend, shoulder, and extend, release, curl the toes under, back into downward dog. And then take your feet to the outsides of your mat, wider than your mat. Wide-legged downward dog here, bending the knees one at a time, from side to side. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Draw the heels in and then roll all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms underneath as you bend the knees. Exhale, squat, lower. Up. And lower. Continue. And one more time, inhale. Exhale, release down, walk your hands forward back into your wide-legged downward dog. And then come into plank, wide-legged plank. And then lower all the way down onto the belly. Bring your feet closer. 3 rounds of cobra, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Keep your belly to the mat, just lifting your chest, drawing the shoulders up. And one more time, inhale. All right, back to downward dog. And then walk your feet forward toward the hands. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Bend your knees deeply until your belly relaxes onto your thighs. And grab hold of opposite elbows. Relax the head forward. All right, and then release the hands down and then roll all the way up. Head last. Inhale, reach your arms up. And hands up the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then interlace the fingers. Reach nice and high. And then lean to one side. And then back to center and over to the other side. So when you do this, make sure you're not collapsing onto the side here and taking your hips to the opposite. You want to lengthen upward first and then open the side. Good, back up to center and then lower all the way down. Lengthen into your flat back, inhale. Exhale, step back. Plank pose. And then lower knees, chest, cobra, and downward dog. Good. You're gonna walk your hand, right hand a little closer to the midline. Reach your right leg up. Exhale, you're gonna draw your right knee to your right shoulder, come forward into plank. And then step the right foot all the way to the outside of the left hand, the right hand. Good. And then drop your left knee down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the hands down inside the right leg, inside the right foot. And then lift your back knee and start straightening your legs. All right, and then bend again, left knee drops down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands inside. And back. One more time. And release. Oops.
Yeah, lift your back knee, and then you're gonna come back to the way you came. So you're gonna lift your right foot back, keep your right knee towards your right shoulder, and then extend it back into down dog split. And then release it and move through a vinyasa plank, lower, cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Nice deep breath here. Good, and then left leg up, inhale, exhale, to bring your left hand a little closer to the midline. Left elbow, sorry, left knee towards your left shoulder. And then step it forward into a lizard position. Right knee drops down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, take the hips back. Right knee drops, inhale up. Exhale, hands down, hips back. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. And then lower your hips a little closer to the floor, but keep your right knee lifted. And then shift your left foot back, left knee to shoulder. And then extend, down dog split. And then move forward, vinyasa. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, now both hands in the midline, a little closer together. And then step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. I'm gonna drop the hips down into squat. Inhale, lifting the chest. And as you exhale, you're gonna lift your hips high and fold, but just keep your feet open just like you would in a squat. And again, bend your knees, drop your hips, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the hips high, fold. Drop, inhale. And exhale, fold. Now drop. And take just a couple more breaths here. And releasing the hands, lift the hips high. Now bring your feet closer together. Until your big toes touch, bend the knees, drop the hips, come up, chair pose. Release the hands at the chest, and then take your left elbow to the outside of the right leg into twist. Good. Breathe. All right, release, step the left foot back, lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm behind you. Good, and then again, taking your left elbow to the outside of the leg and take your hands in front of the chest. Good, deep breath in. Deep breath out. You're gonna come up, reach the arms up in the head. Exhale, release the hands inside the right foot. Good, so you can inhale here. Lift your back knee, take the hips back. Left knee drops, inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, take the hips back. Left knee drops, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hips back. Good. Now bend just your right knee. And then see if you can bend your elbows back like as if you were doing a chaturanga. I'll show you from here. So you can take your elbows back. And see if you can fold a little bit more. If this gets too intense, you can do the same thing with your knee down. Good. All right, come back up, step back into down dog splits, right leg up, open it up. And then release, stay in downward dog or take a vinyasa. And then child's pose is always an option, 3 breaths here. And then hands a little closer again. Step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. Drop your hips into a squat. Inhale here. And exhale, lift the hips and fold. Drop the hips, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fold. Big toes touching. Bend the knees, chair pose. Release the hands in front of the chest. Take a twist to the left. Hold and breathe. Good, release, step the right foot back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left arm back. And then right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Make your way into your twist. And then come up, inhale. Exhale, release the hands inside the left leg. Take an inhale here. Exhale, curl the toes under the back foot, take the hips back. Fold. Right knee drops, inhale, arms out. Exhale, release the hands. Hips back. Inhale. And exhale. Now bend your left knee, option of putting your right knee down as well. Plant the hands and then take your hips back to fold. So essentially you want to try to keep your left shoulders far down towards your left knee as you can. All right, come back up and then step back into down dog splits. Left leg up, open it up. Lower, optional vinyasa here, optional vinyasa. Good, all right, step or jump your feet to the front of your mat. Lengthen into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Big toes touching. Come up, chair pose. Good, release the hands in front of the chest. And then take a quarter turn again to the right into a twist. So left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Good, And then from here, we're gonna make our way into a twisted lunge. So you're gonna slowly start shifting your weight into the right foot. Lift your left heel off the mat. And then slowly slide it back to the back of your mat. And if this is not available, you can use your hands or to come out of the pose first to make your way there. You can also lower your left knee to the mat in this pose. Good, release, take a quarter turn to the left or almost a 180 here in the other direction. Both feet parallel, lengthening into a flat back, inhale. And exhale, fold. Pause here. Good. Lengthen into a flat back again. Draw the heels in, bend your knees into squat and roll all the way up. Straighten the legs when you get there. Reach the arms high. And exhale, sweep the arms underneath, bend the knees just like you did earlier. Inhale up. Exhale. And up. And up. All right. And now up. And turn your toes to the right. Warrior two. Breathe. Finding a balance of effort and ease. Work, softening, relaxing. Jaw, relaxing the shoulders, the gaze. Good, now release the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Turn your chest so your legs stay open. You're going to turn your chest to the front of your mat. Big breath in. And then humble warrior, right shoulder down towards your right knee, arms up and overhead. Good, and from here, you're gonna release just your left hand, keep your right arm up, pivot your left heel up toward the floor, and twist here. And then release your right hand to the inside of the right foot. You might need to move that foot to the right, yeah? Left knee drops down again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. Take the hips back. Left knee drops down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Take the hips back. Good. All right. So now you're just going to bend your right knee. Show you from here. And you're going to take, just like what we did earlier, you can take your hands down, take your elbows back, and then lower yourself. And now if you'd like, you can try to move your right shoulder a little bit more under the right knee and take your right hand on the other side of the right foot. And then hang here, foot bend. So from here. All right, and then slowly come out of that. Plant your hands under your shoulders for plank. Lift your right knee up towards your right shoulder, right foot back. Down dog splits. Open it up. And then release vinyasa or child's pose or downward dog. Anything that feels good in your body right now. Okay. Make sure you good. You listen to your body and you get a rest that you need. right. And then step or jump your feet to the front, lengthen into flat back. Exhale, fold. Big toes touching, share again. Hands together, twist to the left. Keep your knees together, yeah? Good. And then get ready to transition here. So slowly lift your right heel so you're on your right toes so that you can feel your elbow against that left knee. Find the strength there. And then slowly, like a little ninja move, moving your right foot back. Good. Right knee can come down if needed here. Good. All right, release. And then take a turn to the right and bring both feet parallel. Lengthen into flat back. And exhale, fold. And then lengthen again. Heels in, roll all the way up. Inhale, arms up, straightening the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms underneath you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep. You can blow it out through the mouth if you'd like. Inhale. And lower. One more time. All right. Up and then turn your toes to the left. Bring your feet or your toes to the front. Yeah. All right, and then release the hands behind your back and release the fingers. Turn your chest forward and lower down. Shoulder inside. The left knee. All right, and release your right hand down as you extend your left arm up. As you lift your right heel off the floor. And then release that left hand inside the left foot, move your foot to the left. Right knee drops. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Hips up. Roll down. Arms up. Hands down. Hips back. Good. Now bend your left knee. And same thing here. Bend your elbows. Lower yourself as far down as you can. And then you can take that shoulder under the left leg. hands under the shoulders. Left knee to left shoulder, foot back. And down dog splits. Open it up. And vinyasa optional. Good. And then we'll come down into child's pose when you're ready. All right. Back into downward dog. When you step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands here. Back into your squat. Good. So you can stay here if you want to work on the arm balance. We're going to make our way into crow pose. So for crow pose, you want to have your hands down in front of you and you want to lift your hips high. You can bring your toes touching and then move your knees and your shins to the back of your arms and then shift your weight forward and then maybe lift one foot, maybe the other. All right, I'll show you from here. So the key is to have your hips nice and high. Bend the elbows a little bit, just like you did earlier in your lunge. And then moving the back of the shins onto the back of your arms. Use your core and then maybe lifting one foot and the other. Okay. So play with it for a moment. Breathe. Have fun. If you get tired, come out. Take a few wrist rolls and make your way back into it. Good. All right. When you had enough, just come back down onto your bottom with your soles of feet touching. If you want to keep playing with it, you're welcome to. If you're done, we're just going to fold forward here into a flat back. Good. Reach the arms up. And then back behind you, interlace the fingers, and then fold again with your arms back behind you. Good. And then come back, take your left hand behind you, fingers facing backwards. Keep your left heel in, extend your right leg out, and then lift up. Right arm up and over. Good. Try to have your shoulder somewhat above the wrist. Good. Release, and we'll take it to the other side. Right heel in, hand back. And come back into a cross-legged position. And take some wrist rolls here. Good, change the direction. And make your way onto your back. We're gonna take a few rounds of moving bridge. You can take your feet right under your knees, hands by your sides. And as you inhale, lift the hips, mid back and upper back as you reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, release the hands and the hips. And go, keep going like this at your own pace. Inhaling up and overhead and exhale. Good. And now just lift your hips and keep your arms where they were, and then tuck your shoulders underneath you and release the fingers underneath your back and to bridge. Slowly release down. Pick your feet to the edges of your mat. Release your hips in a way that feel like your low back is a little closer to the mat. Allow your knees to drop toward one another. Take one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release your arms out to the sides and take your knees from side to side like a windshield wiper. And drop your knees all the way to the right. Pause here. If you want more intensity, you can have your right foot on top of your left knee. Optional, notice how that feels in the back, don't force it. And then to the other side. Come back to center. Knees under, ankles under the knees, and then take your right ankle on top of the left knee now. Pick up your left foot and release the fingers behind that left leg. Invite the legs in towards you. Make sure you keep your right foot flexed. Also, your right knee wants to be open, not completely towards your chest, a little bit away from your chest. If you want more intensity, you can move your legs a little bit to the left, like an inch or so. You'll feel more intensity in that outer hip. And now move your right knee on top of your left knee. Separate your feet. Grab a hold of your shins or the outer edges of your feet. now drop your knees all the way to the left. Extend your arms out. For a twist. Come back to center. Reposition your feet under your knees, your hips back to the center of the mat. Left ankle on top of the right leg, and bring the knees in. Same thing here. Move your legs a little bit to the right for more intensity. Now slide your left knee on top of the right knee, separate your feet. Grab all of the shins or just the feet. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. And then move your knees all the way to the right. Good, back to center. Grab hold of the outer edges of your feet for a happy baby pose. Anything else that you'd like to do here before you make your way into your final resting pose? And once you get there, laying down on your back, taking the shoulders away from your ears, and taking a deep breath in through the nose. And let it out. You can sigh it out. Letting go of all the effort. Just resting in ease and softness here. Allowing your body to digest the practice.
Begin to deepen the breath. Wiggling the toes and the fingertips. Reaching the arms up and overhead, taking a full body stretch. And then you're going to make your way up into seated position. We'll finish with pranayama, breath work, with alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take our right thumb against our right nostril. You can curl your fingers under, or you can rest the tips of your fingers onto that eyebrow point. And you're going to inhale through the left nostril. And then ring finger against the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale right. And switch. Thumb against the right, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And keep going like this at your own pace. Just switching every time you exhale. Good. So you'll continue until you exhale through the right nostril, which will complete this last cycle. And when you're there, just release your right arm down and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Come back to your own breath. And bring the hands together in front of the chest. Giving thanks for this practice. To yourself for showing up for yourself today. And for sharing your practice with everybody. Namaste.